Hey, you made it. I am so excited that you are here. Welcome to day one of our 5-day Infinite Growth Challenge. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom, and I'm so excited that you are here. And I'm so excited just to kick off this challenge with you. And I I really felt like this needed to happen, and it needed to happen now because I see so many passionate women that they're just struggling to stand out, to get noticed, and really make an actual living online. And a lot of times what happens is they start to think, oh, it's something with the product, it's something with the content or the strategy, which it could be. But usually in all reality, it doesn't have anything to do with the above, and it has everything to do with you and what's going on up here. Okay. You are 100% responsible for your growth and for how much money you earn and the bigger impact that you make in the world. Okay. It's you who can choose to become that expert in your niche, who can show up, can take over your market, and just really smash all that limitations that you've placed upon yourself. Have you put it in on yourself? Because I know I have in the past, okay? Or you can play safe, be just this average entrepreneur making an average income, or nothing at all. Which do you want to be, right? If you're currently struggling with the latter, that's why I'm here, and we are changing that starting today. You are created and destined for big things. You are here with a plan and a purpose. I believe that in my bones. So let's dive in. Did I introduce myself yet? If not, I'm Rachel. Hi. And I'm just going to share briefly about my story. We're going to jump into the content. I know you are busy, so I really wanted to make each of these videos short, sweet, action-oriented, so you can get the biggest results possible in just 5 days. So I've been an entrepreneur since I was 23. I was pregnant with negative $400 in my checking account. We were on food stamps, really struggling to just make ends meet. And I knew that there was something out there that it was just bigger for me. I knew that I was meant to make a bigger impact on the world. So I just kind of hit my breaking point. Enough is enough. And I was in a network marketing company I think I was in that company for like 3 years at that point. And I was like, enough is enough. I see these other people have success. I'm going to figure this out. And within 2 years, I built a 6-figure business with that company. When I made that decision, enough is enough, I'm going all in, which was amazing. So much fun. We got all these free vacations. Like, we went from a place of barely making ends meet to having a very nice income. And then something happened. My income was cut in half. That company restructured, a whole bunch of things went down. And instead of complaining about it, I just decided I'm going to do something about it. So I started this company. She's making an impact at the end of 2017. Within just 7 months, we had a multiple 6-figure business. We've had over 1,500 students now go through our online courses. We worked with thousands over this past year. And I noticed something pretty big, okay? Some entrepreneurs thrive while others remain stuck, even though they get that same material, the exact same system. But why do some take off while others just remain struggling? And it really has to do with everything that you're going to learn during this challenge, okay? I really want to help you get insane results in your business. That is my dream for you. I am here to help you, to serve you, help you make a bigger impact on the world. The next 12 months are going to be epic. Do you believe that? I really truly believe that the best is yet to come. But what I need from you is to commit to be here every single day for the next 5 days. I'm going to keep each video, like I said, super short and sweet. I can speak. When you commit to something, your confidence grows. Every day is going to be transformative. So show up every day. Find a buddy in the group, in the She's Making an Impact Facebook group, and commit right now. I am going all in. I want to hear from you. Post in the group. You commit. You're going all in. We're in this together. So let's dive into day one's content, and then we'll do some brief housekeeping at the end. So here's the thing. We're talking about limiting beliefs and limiting story today, and we all have unlimited potential. But a lot of times, like I said, our results don't reflect that. And why? A lot of times it's the limiting beliefs and the limiting stories that we're telling ourselves. And we all do this. We all do. And so our nature is typically, we're only going to invest in something if we believe that we're actually going to get the desired outcome. And so if we don't believe something's actually going to work out, typically, even subconsciously, it's something that we sabotage and we don't even go all in and take 100% action, right? So if you take a little bit of action, just a little bit, you're going to get lousy results, right? Lousy results are going to create uncertainty and you're not going to have a ton of belief in yourself, right? And it's this vicious cycle, okay? So think of it, imagine with me, we got like a cycle going on here. You've potential, action, results, belief, and certainty. So if you don't believe you have a ton of potential, you're not going to take a ton of action. Your results are going to stink. You're not going to have very much belief in yourself or certainty. But, right, if we actually change that around and we believe that we have the potential, we're going to take massive action and we're going to get awesome freaking results and we're going to have the belief in ourselves and we're going to develop that certainty that, hey, I got this. So I want you to think, what are your beliefs? And these are things that, gosh, I mean, it could have been things that your parents spoke over you, something that people were telling you at school, things that you just heard over and over again, that it's a story that's playing in your head, right? And a lot of times, you know, we're telling ourselves that people aren't going to like you, they're going to judge you, they're not going to buy from you. And it's that limiting story that's limiting your potential. So what you got to do is figure out what is that limiting story, and then we're going to flip it and change it to a new empowering story. And it's got to be something that's like 100% the exact opposite. And it's really going to empower you to take that massive action to get those massive results. So I really want to give you some really good examples of what a few limiting stories you might have are, and then how we're actually going to reframe them. This is huge. Like, I started this on day one because you got to get over this hurdle, okay? And so I want you to actually just stop when we do our homework. You're going to write as many as you can out with a new empowering belief. So here's just a few examples. I'll never be good enough. I don't deserve anything more than this. This is as good as it gets. I've reached my peak. I can't afford it. Oh, I could talk about this one for a long time. I don't have the time. Successful people are just lucky, and I can never do that. And so I want you to you can pause me and write down all the different limiting beliefs that you can think of that are just coming up right now as I'm talking about this. And I want you to write out, what has each belief actually cost you in the past? What does it cost the people that you've loved in the past? And what have you lost because of this belief? What is each belief costing you and the people that you care about right now in the present? And then think about 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. If you hold on to this limiting belief, what is this going to cost you and the people that you love? Okay, so now we're going to write out the opposite of those beliefs. We're going to change it with a new and empowering belief. So some new ones that you might write out are, I am good enough. All I need is within me now. I am a child of God. Abundance is all around me. The best is yet to come. So here's just a few examples of what this transformation can look like. So an example, I'm not hardwired for happiness, or I'm always sad, or I'm always upset. Changing it to, happiness is my natural state. Here's another one. I'm not valuable enough to make a difference. Changing it to, I am highly valuable and who I am makes a huge difference for others. Another one, how come their life is just so much better than mine? Changing it to, how can I appreciate and enjoy even more God's blessing of love, connection, and abundance into my life? Whew, how good would that be? Another one, I can't afford it. This, seriously, if you struggle with the limiting belief of I can't afford it, because I see this over and over and over and over again, you gotta just remind yourself, first pick up the book. If you have kids, earmuff them, because the book has a cuss word in it. You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. Really good book that's going to help you work through that belief of I can't afford it. But I want you to reframe it to, how could I afford it? Typically, it's not a lack of resources that's keeping us stuck, but it's a lack of resourcefulness. So when we had negative $400 in our checking account, I knew I had to figure out a way to invest into myself and into my business if I wanted to get unstuck. So what did I do? I looked around the house. I said, okay, I can sell this Xbox. I sold all of our bedroom furniture except for our bed. We sold our TV. I was just looking, okay, what could we get rid of so I could put some money in the bank and invest back into myself, because I knew that was the only way out, okay? So instead of, I can't afford it, how can I afford it? And what's going to happen? You're going to look around and see all these different things that, hey, I can actually make this happen, right? Whew. Okay, Tony Robbins says that beliefs have the power to create and the power to destroy. Human beings have the awesome ability to take any experience of their lives and create a meaning that disempowers them, or one that can literally save their lives. So your day one assignment is to write down your limiting story. And again, there's no shame here. We all have one that's holding us back. We all do. So just be 100% honest with yourself and write it out. And then turn that limiting story into an empowering one. And even if right now you look at it and you're like, there's no way, like, I don't believe in that, that's just BS, write it out. Write it out. Be a good student, be teachable, write it out. And I want you to actually start writing out your new beliefs daily. So I remember I started doing this when I was 23. Going back, looking at my notebook, just writing out, I earn $500 a week, because that was huge for me at the time. That was huge. I wrote down, I am a leader. All these like random things that I am statements. And when I look back at that, I'm like, wow, I've actually become all those things that I wrote down. So write it down. You can even start speaking it out loud over yourself, looking in the mirror. Tony Robbins talks about incantations, where you speak it out loud with intensity and power. It's up to you how much you want to like really dive into this. Just start by writing out your limiting story, replacing it with a new empowering one, and then share it in the Facebook community. She's making an impact. And I'll personally be going in there and checking your responses, giving you some feedback, making sure, again, that the next 5 days are going to be life transforming for you. And important challenge deets. We're done with all the content. Let's talk about just the little housekeeping things. I'll be going live. So we have these videos for you because I wanted you to be like, if you're going to work early in the morning, I wanted you to have a chance to watch them before you head to work. But I'll be going live in the She's Making an Impact community every single day to answer any questions that you have. And then again, have that go all in, like commit to showing up every single day. Okay. And so cool. We're giving away $1,000 during this challenge towards one of my online courses. So here are the rules on how you can enter to win. You got to make your Instagram profile public so I can actually see your posts. And then for the 5 days of the challenge, I want you to do your homework, and you can, it's up to you what you want to do. You can post a picture of it. You can post a quote of something that I said, a picture of yourself, a picture of me teaching it, whatever you want. And in the caption, just share your key takeaway or response, and just use the hashtag She's Making an Impact, and then tag me at She's Making an Impact so I can see your post. And you got to do that every single day for 5 days, and you are entered in to win. Today, you're going to get unstuck. But there's definitely a factor that holds a lot of people back. And when you make this switch, it really does unlock everything. And we're going to be covering that tomorrow. So make an impact today. Go get your homework done, and I'll see you tomorrow.